Shootout, David Matlock taking on Ryan Robinson, Steve Jameson and Nate Kane in the booth with you for something of a local derby, or at least as local as we're going to get in a place as big as the US. Dave Matlock from this neck of the woods.
Yes, sir. He's one of our locals here. He's on just the other side of the state there in Kansas, but still the Kansas City metro area. He, house pro for a very long time in a very famous pool hall in America, Shooters Olathe. So he's very well known, and of course, like I said at one time, best bar box player in the world. So we were excited to get him here for this shootout. He a little grayer than most remember, but he still plays very well and very much. So we're glad to have him shooting.
Yeah, and as for Ryan Robinson, an Arkansas boy, not too far away.
Yeah, and Ryan usually makes it up to a lot of our tournaments up here, so I'm sure this isn't the first time these two have played. So, great shot there to get that 8 out.
Yeah, this is some start. You might have mentioned his silver hair, but he's got some pace around the table as David here.
He's been taking this event very serious. I've spoken to him and his wife several times just about the rules, so he's very comfortable with it. He was up here quite a while practicing yesterday, getting the feel for the area. So looks like he's felt really great on his last few years to run this one out. So
I mean, this has been an impressive start. Oh, but a wide there.
Commentator's curse again. We got him. So
yeah, wasn't expecting him, mind, just with the way that he came through that visit so smoothly, looked in complete control. But it just goes to show these pots are difficult when they are tied to the rail. No guarantees.
He felt a little bit more shallow on that 14 than he wanted to, so he had to kind of juice it up, put a little bit more English than he wanted to with these 4-inch pockets, and kind of threw the ball off there.
So a dream scenario really for Ryan Robinson here, who gets a wide open layout to look at in his first visit to the table. It was his break as well, so it will help him feeling on serve if he can knock these solids in, followed by the 8-ball, and they're all there. No real work to do. That was really the only shot that could go wrong, and I mean, it tried to go wrong, but it just shows how good the layout was, that he's still a-okay here.
Got an okay rub off the 5 there, and we're really we're 2 for 2 here.
Well, maybe some early nerves out there, perhaps. It's interesting, actually. Spoke to all of our players so far in the shootout, and interesting in particular hearing from someone like Jordan Shepherd, who we saw earlier, who is synonymous with this format across the pond, and really interesting to hear from him, to hear that he was really feeling edgy in the first couple of frames, and we saw that with Tyler Steyer in the first match of the day. We've seen it a few times.
Yeah, and certainly they're surrounding them as they're playing. I guess they definitely would be nervous. Hopefully I don't do too well and get on the stream later in the Open or anything like that. I don't know if I want to be out there. So. Okay, yeah, we've seen a little more dry breaking than I was expecting here in the first these couple matches I've been watching.
Well, we got off to an amazing start with Tyler Steyer and Eric Pickard, where I think every single break had a ball. Tyler Steyer even hit a golden break at one stage during that match, but since then it's been a bit of a theme that the breaks have been a bit of a struggle.
Well, you know, new cloth, new things like that, the lights on there, and of course it'll play different from match to match and day to day for sure, as the cloth gets a little more worn in. And that definitely has some work to do on this rack here. Well, he developed 2 of his stripes there, but the 8-ball kind of nestled in with the solid, so he's still a lot of work left to do on this one.
Yeah, it's congested, isn't it? And this is what you can get on the bar box tables with the American balls. There's just not a lot of room out there when there's clusters. It means you've got to be so precise. That for me is the real art and the skill of this particular game. You know, for the size of the table, the pockets are fairly presentable. You're not expecting to see too many missed pots, but the real art is picking a pattern and almost dodging your way through the minefield.
Yeah, and actually, like, bar box 8-ball is probably my favorite game to watch pro level players play. I mean, they get so creative, and their cue balls just got to be so precise. And I get mesmerized by the fact that you might watch 20 racks before you see any of them play a defensive shot, because it's just they're able just to work away perfectly. But it's different layouts every rack, where you kind of see some of the 9-ball with template breaks and things like that. It can get a little bit boring to watch as they figure out the break. And to me, there's always something different on 8-ball. So
yeah, it's absolutely correct. You know, it's every single frame looks different. No frame is the same. Challenge is always new. Dead Matlock here then with a pretty decent chance, and the advantage he's got here is that he's second to the table, and there's been a bit of work cleared away for him.
Yeah, we
misses his cannon though.
Oh, yeah, got a bad roll off of that breakout, not actually breaking it out. So yeah,
I mean, he's very unlucky to scratch the cue ball there, but yeah, didn't make it the kiss that he was playing. Ooh, is he on this?
Doesn't look like it from here, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon, depending on which ball he takes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think he's got to go up for the 9 here. Yeah, the 9's a horrible shot.
Yeah, tree topped over, jacked up over that 1. He's okay.
Like he's all right.
15, okay.
He's giving us some body language cues there that weren't looking very positive, but I thought initially. But Ryan Robinson's got a poker face on him. He was okay.
It looks like he has a little bit of work to do. I can't tell if the 8 goes past the 2 from where we're sitting here. I guess it does. It's not too much work to do, but.
I think he's had a bit of a nudge here, landing in the centre of the table. It's a friendly kiss for him.
It looks like he's maybe one railing it up, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, just got away from him that second visit there for Ryan.
Of course, with some of the international 8-ball rules, which are different for some of us Americans here, if that 8-ball had banked down and went into the other corner pocket past the 1, it actually would have been a good shot, and he would have won the rack. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no calling pockets in international 8-ball rules.
Yeah, we've had our test sessions for the league and everything. We've kind of had, people at first didn't really love that rule, but when you kind of look at it, kind of brings a 9-ball element, more exciting element to the game of 8-ball, and hasn't really. We've seen very few flukes of the 8-ball or slop of the 8-ball in, so it doesn't come up too often. But
yeah, it's one of those things, and I've been working with international rules for a while now, ever since the inception of Ultimate Pool in the UK, before it expanded out here into the States. But for me, what I loved. Oh, how about this?
There's a first fluke there, but as we say, kind of fluke or slop on that one. I know a lot of people will play that pace where you bank it short and you'll get it to go into the other side pocket. So
I think he played that, Nate.
Yeah, could have for shape or the breakout. Dave is very, very creative on the bar box. I wouldn't be surprised if he did try to play that.
I think he did, and I mean, this might be a cultural thing. You'll open my eyes a little bit here. Is the little pool player hand of apology if you get a fluke? Is that a thing in the US?
I missed it
because I didn't see it there.
Yeah.
So Ryan Robinson back on the break and scratches.
Yeah, he kind of lost the cue ball there and he got an unfortunate roll off of another one. So that's another one that's kind of different from most American rules. If you're scratching off the break, we're kind of used to putting it behind the line or in the kitchen and shooting down table. Here on the international 8-ball rule set, you actually still play it behind the line when you scratch straight into a pocket, but you can shoot in any direction. So he could shoot the 3 or 7 if he wanted to. Of course, those are hanging, so I don't think he would attack those now. But
yeah, for me, what I was about to say a moment ago with this rule set is it is different, and I think when people encounter change, there's always that little bit of initial reticence to sort of change something that you already feel works really well. But what I've found with international rules is the simplicity of them is really the art form. Like calling the 8 ball's a good example. You know, it's a rule that's just been played for ages and ages, but if you take it away, does it affect the game in any real meaningful way?
Not too much.
Not really. It just simplifies it. It makes it easy to transfer and, you know, take from country to country and audience to audience, and everyone sort of knows what they're playing. It's nice and simple. And I think that's the real beauty for me of this rule set. It's very, very easy to follow.
Yeah, I would agree. He's played this pattern just perfect. And once he kind of bumped that 8 ball to get, don't know, cook it there a little bit, but bump that 8 ball and put on the 4, and of course the 15 ball is always going to be his out ball there, and he really just played it to get perfect and make this look like tic-tac-toe here.
Yeah, he's taking these out really nicely. And just pinch the pocket slightly here.
He got a shirt foul.
Oh, well, you hate to see that.
Yeah.
Referee Scott Price never misses a thing out there. And that is a real blow. We'll see it here on the replay. Yeah, you can see baggy shirt just brushing off the ball there.
It's kind of one of those things, even as he played these safety, is anybody that's ever played with Dave Matlock on a Valley here, you hardly ever want to let him back to the table. He's just so close there. He's usually a favorite to kick those in and keep shooting. So he just knows the Valley table very, very well. Always has.
Yeah, it felt like it was a shot that Ryan had to play.
Yeah.
But he would have gone back to his chair knowing that, there's a good chance I'm made to look a bit silly here. But
He shot a little fast there. On those, I'm going to, especially with a player like Matlock on these tables, I'm going to attempt to really freeze it to that 8 ball. But, you know, of course, can't always do that. Looks like he's getting comfortable here.
Yeah, this will be a bit of a nerve settler for Ryan. He wouldn't have wanted to go 3-0 down, of course, but there's always that cliche that you never feel fully home in a match until you get that first chalk of the scoreboard.
Yep. First and last one are always the two hardest, in my opinion. Oh. These 4-inch pockets are playing quite tight and kind of making players a little nervous. You know, I mean, typically that probably wouldn't win on any pocket size, but it's just you want to be more precise than you normally need to be on a table, and it's causing a few misses, it looks like.
It's almost like Ryan can't quite believe what he's played there. Almost looks like he was caught in two minds. But he's going to get away with it. He didn't leave anything easy, which helps. You can see here Ryan's almost trying to bully himself into some kind of rhythm.
And kind of what it does look like both of these players of not being too used to this format. Ryan came down the Louisiana Open, but I don't think he ever played on the stream. And we've even kind of seen it on the test sessions on our league. Is like players are playing incredibly fast when you don't have to with that 30-second shot clock. They've been shooting with 20, 23 seconds left on the shot clock, and there's plenty of time to still assess the table and sit down and get comfortable. You know,
no one had to do anything too crazy to all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's
adapt.
What I've kind of found with the 30-second shot clock as we're kind of implementing this in the leagues here in the area, it's actually our lower skilled players are benefiting more from it than our higher skilled, just because they're just kind of making a decision and shooting and not taking time to second guess themselves, and they're playing at a little higher level than they do in kind of other formats. And
I think as well for players, especially as we see Dave there take on that 6 ball. And he's going to give Ryan a chance to square things up here.
There we go.
But I think for league players in particular, nice to sort of know where you stand a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've got a shot clock and a match clock, all of a sudden, if the table becomes bogged down and players start taking 2 minutes on every shot, and you can be sat there a little while until you get your go, but that's not going to happen anymore.
No, it's like I said, it's been quite exciting and refreshing to see playing league with the shot clock, and of course it just gives a little bit more of a professional tournament feel for our league players. You know, they've never played on that type of format, and they get to experience that a little bit and call extensions and things of that nature, and they're really enjoying it.
Yeah, only gonna just improve things for it's a big time vision. I know with Ultimate Pool USA, it's not just a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year plan. It's a big operation to give back as much as they can to the players. We've seen announced earlier on today the grand finals of the Ultimate Pool Leagues in 2025, with hopefully a $100,000 first prize for the team, cash prize, which is an incredible incentive. And obviously, you know, that's not for everybody, because, you know, some people just play leagues to have fun, and that's great. But for those who want to, you know, take it serious and try and take it all the way to the top with their team, it's a huge incentive.
Absolutely, it's life-changing money. It can be, and you know, and it's also I've gotten a lot of questions from our league players. They're like, okay, 100K for first place is cool, but what about if I just get in the money? And it's going to be exponentially higher down the line. So even if you get in the money, you're still looking at a very significant prize. So where, you know, in other times we've kind of spent a lot of times at a national tournament, and it's not something that we walk away with very profitable. I mean, we don't necessarily do this to make money, but it's good to get paid well when you do well. So.
Of course, of course. Ryan Robinson here with an 8-ball to square things. And we are
very nice out. Yeah, he's getting much more comfortable now, it looks like, to me.
I think that's the mantra that's been sort of projected out there by the Ultimate Pool USA team. And yeah, long may that continue, because it just feels like we're getting started here, and there's already been so much good fun had here in Kansas City, particularly this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little work to do here on this rack. I think I might want solids, but I think you can get the 2 to the 3 maybe, and start with that combo there. Or 7, excuse me, 3's down table. Both fell. He probably wanted that one to stay up to get on that one ball a little bit easier. Looks like the 6 goes clean into the corner pocket. Looks like it's far enough off the 11 there. So you just figure out how to solve getting on the 1 ball, and you should have this rack figured out. Of course, 3's a little bit tight with the congestion there as well. Felt a little straighter on the 6, and I think he wanted to.
Yeah, not got a lot of room to move here.
Came up a little short on that one, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if the thing looking top right with the 3 ball, but that one looks, these two don't really look like they work together.
Yeah, I think he came up a little bit short on that shot there. I think he wanted to be kind of flush on the 1 and maybe stay on 3 after that, or he may even try and get to 3 in the corner the entire time.
It wasn't a bad effort. Looking to rest into the 10 ball and hold on this left side rail, play the 1 at the table. In the end, all he succeeded in doing is open everything up for David Matlock, who bumps straight into his problem balls immediately. Always the sign of a good player, that for me. Go after their problems straight away.
I've kind of always preached that to my people I work with on my league teams. Like, get rid of those problems early, unless it's a problem for them too, and you don't think you can run all the way out. Then leave them there, but. Making good work of these here. He's kind of falling a little straighter than he wants on everything, but he should be able to navigate this rack out.
Yeah, he's okay here. Giving it a little bit of the shake of the head. I don't think he's totally happy, but
yeah,
looks good to me.
Yeah, he's headed toward that 11 a little more. He had to punch that probably a little bit more than he wanted to with these 4-inch pockets there. worked through that rack quite well. Hopefully that's a starter rack for Dave to get back on track here after missing a couple balls he probably wouldn't normally. Started with that combo there, and then the 2 ended up falling as well, and that would have been an easy ball to lead to the 1, but that was kind of a little bit of bad luck there.
Oh, you don't see that very often. Wow. a scratching off the break where he's topped through clean into the bottom right corner pocket. That's incredible.
And just a kind of a dream layout here, too.
Watch this cue ball here. That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
Just runs clean into the corner pocket. Didn't quite strike that break as well as he would have liked there, David Matlock. You can see exactly what he's trying to do. Trying to sit that cue ball right in the centre of the table. Just got a little bit too high on the white. But even then, I'm not sure he deserved to scratch at the bottom of the table.
You don't see it from that far up table very often.
Yeah, that's incredible. So strikes for Ryan Robinson. And just trying to pick problems really, and doesn't seem to be too many. A little surprised to see him go for this 9 ball here, as that looked like a really natural connector for the 8 ball.
Yeah, I just don't think he had much. I almost wonder if he was trying to stay on that 12 ball on the bottom rail, but just because this table is playing lightning fast for just with the stream lights, table lights, and things like that, and so don't know that he had much to shoot other than that 9 there.
Yeah, the earlier reports that we've had from players who've played on this table is that it is playing very, very quick. You can see there Ryan Robinson caught out by that. It's rolled maybe a foot further than he thought it would. And I think he's got to just accept his medicine a little bit here. He's quite straight.
No real first shot there. That was, he's got a lot of congestion to get through here, so.
Oh, he's going to find a pocket for it
no,
first.
he has a pocket. Can he just go through there?
This looks very tight.
Yeah, I can't tell if it goes all the way through the.
Maybe a carom off the 2.
Yeah, that's probably what I would look at here. It doesn't look like it's far enough out. Yeah, I guess it went up.
Oh, he's played that beautifully.
I think he might have
snooking on the 8 ball though. Oh, certainly on the potting angle. He may be able to see the other edge of it, but not much good for him.
And the 4 ball looks like it might be in the way of a cross bank. So.
And here we see the 15-second shot clock just coming into play there. You get so little time to set. And the 15-second shot clock generally isn't a problem when you're playing well and when you've got your plan and when you control the cue ball. As soon as you run into danger, that's when it really becomes an issue.
It's kind of mentioned on the last match there, as we saw in Louisiana, the 15-second shot clock either settled you down or made you really nervous. It looked like it's kind of the player that was struggling in the match. Once that 15-second shot clock hit, they tended to kind of hit the ball a little better.
You almost don't have time to worry about stuff. Yeah. It can be a freeing thing in a strange way.
Yeah, 50-yard line on both of these here.
You can see here David already seemed to be playing at a good pace to me earlier on in the match, but he's certainly got laser focus and he's playing very pacily here. Ooh, just used all the pocket there.
Yeah, and the Valley table will lend to that shot a little bit better because the shelves are a little shorter than some of our other tables, so. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that Jordan Shepard, Gabe Owen match. Gabe's been playing really, really well lately, played good at this format here, and of course we've us Americans kind of learned and met Jordan as he came over here, and he's
some player, isn't he?
A some player, and I had the pleasure of warming up with him a couple days ago for 2 or 3 hours, and I racked
can't imagine
him off a lot.
I was going to say, can't imagine you played much.
I got a rack or 2 off of him. He let me shoot, but he got bored, I think. So.
No, he's a hell of a player. Just such a gifted talent.
Just very, very creative. He just seems to see an 8-ball table different than anybody I've ever seen. So it was.
Yeah, he's a very, very special player, and great to have him as part of this event. I think he'll become a fan favorite very, very quickly. He has been wherever he goes.
And what's we've seen kind of in the 2 events here. What I think is cool with some of the UK guys is that most of they don't have equipment. They don't have pool cues for our equipment. And a lot of them are just borrowing from friends or mates, as they say, pull cues and practicing with them and shooting really good. They're getting a quick adjustment. And Jordan figured out the break on these tables very, very quickly here practicing. I think he was the first one to figure it out, as a matter of fact. So
I tell you what, how impressive has this run out been from David Matlock whilst we've been discussing that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, he has played this to perfection.
What a shot there.
What a run out this is from David Matlock. This is one of the finishes of the day.
Yes, yeah, this is just kind of what when David Matlock has a flashback. He can still do this at any point, and it's you just never know when he's going to get the old firepower back, and he's just impressive to watch. He's also a bank pull master and instructing at that. If everybody that goes and gets a couple hour lessons with him, they come back and they bank twice as good as they used to. So.
I got the old flamingo legs on the go there. Did
Yeah.
David Matlock put a bit more into that one? Almost hopped the white, but he's okay. And he has made a ball, and he has a chance now to win the match. 5.5 minutes to play, and he wants to be out of there a little quicker.
Yep. Looking for a good angle to address that 9 ball nice and early, as we mentioned earlier. Try to get those taken care of right away. Nah.
Not a problem that he's made the 3 as well. Just counts as a combo shot. So yeah, that 9 ball is now a pretty substantial problem. And I just wonder what he can do to solve it. Has he got an angle now on the 10 for a deep screw?
Yeah.
Sure does.
Oh, just has missed it twice now.
He wasn't far away.
And I can't tell if it banks either with the 8's got it kind of on a bank into the corner pocket.
Is he going to carry on digging here? It looks like it.
Oh.
So Ryan Robinson, not all over yet. 3 frames is a big difference, though, at this stage.
Yeah,
but it's certainly not all over. 4.5 minutes to play. He needs to do something about that 8 ball. Unless he's simply leaving it for the bank shot.
Yeah, I think that's probably at this point. He's, as I kind of say, he's got pot committed here. He's kind of picked off a few of his soldiers where he's just got to take the tough shot at later here.
He's leaving angle to come down. Ooh, he's okay.
Yeah,
Actually came far enough that it's not a problem for him.
Yeah, so he might be able to try to break it out now, but.
How'd you like these?
Yep.
Misses this. He's heading home out the
great
shootout,
shot, yeah.
and he absolutely nails it. Great shot from Ryan Robinson.
Where he landed the kick shot was the only option there, so it was a fantastic shot. A little smirk there from him as he's.
I love that because he was. I mean, that was the game right there. This shot was the entire game. If you miss that, you're going out the tournament. And put in a 15-second shot clock, you just don't have time to worry about those sorts of things. He just got down, banked it in, or kicked it in rather, and well, game's still on.
5-3 here, so if he's able to break and run and dry break, he might have a shot at this here.
Yeah, he's gonna have a shot.
Oh, it's a very good break to get a quick rack.
Yeah, these are nice. These are very, very nice indeed. Especially that you could see the 9 first up. So these stripes fall. Ryan Robinson is going to have himself a very nice chance of leveling it up. He will need a little bit of help from the Dave Matlock break. And this one is not over, folks. That's okay. That's okay. 15 now goes to the top right, which helps. A little nudge. And he'll play that next. Yeah, lovely shape. Well, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, he's stolen a quick one. Oh, it's not all over here. Just got to watch the all ball foul. Oh, there we go. Good shot. Nice out.
Very nice out from Ryan Robinson. This game is live. All right then, Dave Matlock. 2.5 minutes left. May even get all 11 frames in here. Oh, here we go, Ryan.
Yeah,
here is your chance. And he doesn't even need to rush. Focus on winning the frame first. Make that unmissable. Make sure you remember the right cue. That helps on a 15-second shot clock, let me tell you. And he calls extension first. That's wise. So you've got 2 minutes here. The thing he has to guard against.
Oh, yeah. He's got the throw brought out just for the 14 there. I was tracking a little bit too much toward the 8 for me to feel comfortable there.
Yeah, he's just okay. That was close.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, what I was saying is he's got to guard against going too quickly here, because he can get a little bit excited and think, I can win 2 frames here.
Right.
Just get this 1-1. Nothing too crazy. By all means, give yourself some time on the clock, because it's your break next. Get yourself a chance to get the 8-ball moving.
Absolutely. You've seen, what, now 2 golden breaks when someone's on the hill, so it
seems to be the right time to do them, yeah. Tyler Starr and Jordan Shepherd fulfilling those earlier on. These are there for Ryan. 1:10 and ticking.
Tough shot on this table, but
in it goes.
Yes.
This one, I would put it to you, Nate, this one might be even tougher.
yes, now it is. Yes, I agree. When it got jacked up over that 4-ball, that's not fun. Hey, he did well to get a shot at it there. Oh, he fouled.
Oh, disaster strikes for Ryan Robinson. Referee Scott Price calls the foul. I'd love to see that one again. I'm not too sure exactly what the foul was called for, whether it was a nudge of the cue on one of the solids.
Dave sees picked up on the format there. He's watching that shot clock and seeing where he's at.
Yeah, well, he just has to wait his time here. This match is over. Oh, denied a potential buzzer beater. Once again by an unfortunate foul. Happened to Shane Thompson earlier on.
Yes, it did, yeah.
In the afternoon. But you got to say, super impressive performance from Dave Matlock. I mean, you know him very well, Nate. This has been great to see.
Yeah.
An old head's adapting to some fancy new rules. It turns out you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, sir. Everybody's pulling for him. Happy to see Dave win that one.
This is the foul, this is the moment, and yeah, you can see that 4-ball move. It's such a small thing, but that's cost Ryan Robinson the chance to level the match, and Dave Matlock has got the job done.